Welcome to Dream. Mowgli's Jungle Dreams. Deep in the heart of the emerald jungle, where the trees stretched their leafy arms to the sky and the river whispered to the rocks, lived a boy named Mowgli. The jungle was his home, and every creature was his friend. The air was warm and thick with the scent of blooming jasmine, and the soft hum of the crickets played like a lullaby in the night. One golden evening, as the sun dipped low behind the trees, painting the sky in hues of pink and orange, Mowgli sat by the slow-moving river. The water shimmered like melted gold, and tiny ripples danced in the fading light. A gentle breeze ruffled his dark hair, carrying with it the scent of ripe mangoes and sweet flowers. "Tonight is a special night," whispered the wise old turtle, Talo, who had seen many moons pass over the jungle. Mowgli turned his bright eyes to Talo. "Why is tonight special?" he asked, his voice soft as the wind in the leaves. Talo blinked his sleepy eyes. "Because it is the night of the whispering winds. If you listen very carefully, the jungle will tell you a story in your dreams." Mowgli smiled. He loved stories. He loved the way the jungle spoke in rustling leaves and rippling water, in chirping crickets and hooting owls. He leaned back on the cool, grassy bank, letting the jungle cradle him in its arms. The stars began to twinkle, blinking slowly like sleepy eyes, and the silver moon climbed into the sky. As he lay there, the wind began to whisper. It danced through the trees, brushing past his cheek like a mother's touch. It sang a song so soft, so slow, that Mowgli felt his eyes growing heavy. "Close your eyes, little one," murmured the wind. "Let the jungle carry you away." Mowgli breathed in the warm night air, filled with the scent of wild orchids and fresh rain. His body felt light, as if he were floating on a cloud. And as his eyelids fluttered shut, the jungle around him began to change. He was no longer by the riverbank but floating high above the treetops on the back of a great, gentle owl. The owl's feathers were as soft as clouds, and with each slow beat of its wings, Mowgli drifted deeper into a dreamy world. The jungle below stretched endlessly, a sea of green, swaying ever so gently in the night. "Where are we going?" Mowgli asked in a hushed voice. "To the Valley of Dreams," the owl cooed. "A place where the stars dip low to kiss the earth, where the rivers hum lullabies, and the trees tell stories with their rustling leaves." Mowgli snuggled into the owl's feathers, warm and safe. The wind whispered past them, cool and calm, carrying the scent of distant rain. He felt lighter and lighter, his breath slowing, his fingers curling into his palms as sleep wrapped around him like a soft blanket. Through the endless sky they flew, past glowing fireflies and silver-lit clouds. Below, the jungle stretched in rolling waves, its gentle hum a song of comfort and rest. They drifted lower, gliding over a meadow bathed in moonlight. The grass swayed, singing a slow, sleepy tune. The stars above shimmered, their twinkles soft and rhythmic, as if breathing in time with the world. Mowgli sighed, his body sinking into the warmth of the owl's wings. His eyelids fluttered as the valley welcomed him. He heard the jungle's voice, slow and steady, lulling him deeper into sleep. The trees whispered, the river hummed, and the wind carried a single word over and over again: rest. 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 And as Mowgli drifted further into his dreams, the owl carried him gently, ever so gently, into the quiet embrace of sleep. The jungle sighed. The stars twinkled. The wind whispered. And Mowgli slept, wrapped in the warm arms of the jungle, dreaming of stars and rivers, of stories and lullabies, until the first light of morning kissed the treetops once more.